change this real quick. I wish the only way I can find these like 3D moving target things are like the 3DS models. And honestly, they look so pixelated and bad. Alright, so basically, I'm gonna try to shiny hunt every day if I can. I don't know if I will be, but I'm gonna at least try. I think connection's excellent, all that junk. This is taking forever though. Right? Alright, mic's working. Alright, everything's go. I don't know why it's nighttime though. So for some reason in this specific area, this is usually where you can find like chikorita and stuff. And dang it, I'm forgetting the controls. I keep thinking I'm in Legends Arceus because I've been playing Legends Arceus. Also, I think I may be sick or something because there is something up in my throat. I'm just not sure exactly what. Alright, good. We have just enough for a sandwich. I need to buy more ingredients. Granted, I don't play this game enough to justify it. But right now, it's just I needed a shiny hunt. So, I kind of just made one on the spot. I was like, ooh, Bellossom, because I was looking for something green last stream, I think. I can't remember what it was. It was a grass type or something. I think it was a shiny chikorita. I'm not sure. Which, that's another thing. Oh man, I could have done that. Man, shiny hunt the starters for Legends ZA. Well, no, assuming Legends ZA is gonna be just like Arceus when it comes to the Pokedex, and like you can do it however you want. I may have messed this up. I genuinely. Alright, there we go. This is not gonna work. This is barely gonna work. Said that one piece of lettuce looks pretty good. But honestly, I'm kind of just excited for Legends ZA, mainly because one, Scarlet and Violet, even though it has like 400 different Pokemon and all that, like shiny hunts and whatever, I don't really enjoy this game anymore. Like I've done a bunch of shiny hunting, and this has also been the main Pokemon game since like what, 2022? So yeah, 2022 plus we got the DLC in 2023. We supposedly, according to leaks, we were supposed to get, dang, what's it called, ZA in 2024, but they pushed it back, which I'm glad for. Hopefully that gives it more. I mean, the game looks decent in the trailer. That's something I will say. Okay, this is mainly the area the Blossoms are probably going to show up. Yep. So there's one here. It's only 3 though. May find a Grookey or 2. Wait, is that right? Is that a shiny Grookey? No, I'm just seeing the shadow of it. So this is probably going to be the main area these things show up in. Cause like, the one thing I will say, this game is decent for like your first playthrough, but like in my personal opinion, there's not much replayability. Alright, well if these 5 are gonna keep showing up, plus that one in the corner, I might just stay right here, but with Scarlet Violet, damn. The first playthrough was fun. However, once I was done with it, I honestly, outside of like shiny hunting things here and there, it's like, in my opinion, like with this sandwich hunting method, it's fun for a while, but eventually you kind of get numb to it. It's like, oh yay, shiny 723 or something like that. Cause like, genuinely, in regular Paldea, there's not many targets that are worth hunting. And like, sure, you could Masuda method hunt a bunch of them, but Masuda method hunting's boring. Oh, the Bellossom's right here. Dang it, Grookey. Also, one thing I will say, seeing how in the trailer they had, the Pokemon did not look realistic anymore. Come on! Where are these dang things? Is that one? No, that's just a regular Bellossom. Like, see, they're in the grass, so I can never tell where they are. Alright, regular Bellossom. I'm surprised these things are showing up at nighttime. I thought they would only show up in, like, the sunlight or something. But, in my opinion, with Scarlet and Violet, it's just, once you've done a bunch of specific things, there's not much reason to come back to the game. Like, sure, shiny hunting is one thing. Well, honestly, this honestly kind of applies to most Pokemon games. Without, like, a reasonable shiny hunting method that's, like, fun and also not too broken, like, Scarlet and Violet's one is completely broken. Like, even if I use my Herbamystica, just saving and resetting, I keep said Herbamistica. And granted, it just, like, not everyone can... Bro, why does it keep pulling out the map? But it's just, this game has gotten boring after like 3 years of it being the main game. Like, most people, I honestly do not remember many people actively hunting in it. Sorry about that. But it's just, this game is just, for one, this is the one thing I hated about the story. They said you can complete the game in any order you want, but the problem with that is they didn't scale the leveling. So for example, because I saw the trailers, I saw Brastius, the grass type gym, first. I was like, oh, so he must be the first gym leader. So when I figured out where he was on the map, I went straight to him, especially since I grabbed the fire type starter. And I was like, oh wow, this guy's level 15. But I still beat him decently easy because I was like spamming the Terror Rage trying to see how those worked and all that. But I honestly got over leveled in this game way too easily. Plus, trainer battles were completely optional, so realistically, you can beat this game extremely quickly. Like, I'm sure if you just do a few Terror Raids, even with the small EXP candies, they're honestly still pretty good. And don't even get me started on how, like, seriously, nowadays, like, I remember seeing a video back when Sword and Shield was still new, where a guy, I think his name was like PW something, PD Whirly, I think, something like that. And he took the game to the extreme. He had 2 switches, and like basically saying, okay, say this second switch was like a friend of mine who has already beaten the game or gained access to XYZ level Terror Raids. And he showed if you have a friend or deep enough into the game where you can have like level 50 Terror Raids or whatever the raids were called in Sword and Shield, you can just join them, die as many times as you want, and your friend can defeat it with their actually good Pokemon, and you get all the rewards all the same. And while in Scarlet and Violet they tried to fix that by making it where you only have 3 deaths until you're kicked out of this thing, that still didn't help. Cause like, honestly, is that one? No. If, let's say my friend starts up a new file, let's say I have a friend who gets this game, starts up a new file. If they have Switch Online, which they probably do, they could easily just ask me to give them a high level Terror Raid, and seeing that I have beaten the game, etc., it would be extremely easy for me to probably have a Terror Raid sweeper lying around somewhere, especially with all the Terror Raid events that happened over the course of this game's lifespan. Like, I have a Slowbro, I have a Clodsire set up, I have a Iron Hand set up, I have like 4 of them, I think, just lying around. And with that, depending on the type of Pokemon it is, you could easily destroy it. Like, Terror Raids, when you get down to it, are not that hard. Now, the mighty marked ones are hard. I don't really think Pokemon expected everyone to like figure out Terror Raids so quickly, because all you really need is some basic knowledge of the battling system, and like just Swords Dance a few times, use the right moves, and you can just sweep these things. And I haven't really used Terror Raids in a while because I just easily got all the EXP candies I'll ever need. Like, I'm sure if I look at my inventory right now, there'll be like, I don't know, like 50 in my inventory. And there's a friend of mine who straight up has like, I think 999 of each of them, or they're trying to. Like, look at this. 100 large, 22 medium. I don't have any extra large because I used them all. But like, these are actually extremely easy to get. I rarely use the other ones. I used all my EX ones because realistically, they're easy to get. Just go into a level 5 Terror Raid with a Pokemon that's easy to take out, like Gyarados. I mean, and you could do a day reset to reset your Terror Raid, so you will literally do all of them on the map, and then reset them again, and just keep doing it infinitely. And just never run out. And like, on top of that, I'm pretty sure the max Terror Raid level, outside of like the event ones that are like level 100, I think the max that the Terror Raids stop at are like level 50, maybe 60. And you can literally bring level 100 ones into like the 1-star raids. But what makes it worse, this is something I found really dumb. So to unlock the 6-star Terror Raids, you literally have to beat 25-star raids, which, like, I've been saying they're pretty easy, but when the game first came out and no one really knew like decent setups for them, like the Annihilate strategy and stuff, those things were like hard to get through. But then everyone found like the Iron Hands, Annihilate and stuff, and they like blazed through them. Because for some reason they locked the Terror Raid event things behind 6-star and made it where unless you had 6 stars unlocked, which was at the very end of the game, you couldn't participate. Granted, you could go into Switch Online and just join one. Or, well, no, I don't think you could. No, you actually had to unlock the level 6 Terror Raids to find one online, unless a friend sent you a code, which I guess generally would mean that you still couldn't do it because your Pokemon would be too weak. I don't know. So I mean, they had measures in mind, but realistically, your friend, or this is something I found out recently. So, you know how they'll always put into the badges, level 20 Pokemon will obey you now and stuff? You can have your friend trade you a level 20, raise it to level 21, and it won't obey you. But any Pokemon that is under your OT name and your trainer ID, they will obey you no matter what level they are. Like, in the older games, and even nowadays right now, I guarantee right now, if I tested it, like with Pokemon Home, if I started up a new file, and caught just a Lechonk or something, bring it into this game, and just level it up to like level 50. Which, I'm pretty sure the champion's like level 55 or something. Or heck, even better, because I actually did this in, oh come on! Like look, they put you so far away. And they spawn you on the bike too. These things start running too. Where? I'm not even close to the damn thing! Let me get out of here! How much longer is this sandwich? 20 minutes. give or take. I need to reset this thing. Because I think... Nah, I don't think any of them are shiny. But realistically, I think the issue is just no matter what the Pokemon Company does, the player's going to find a way to abuse the system. Because I don't want to be that guy and say Pokemon games have gotten too easy, because they have and have not. Like, I'll be real here, you give a brand new Pokemon player Legends Arceus, they're going to have their behind handed to them. Like, even now, I was replaying it, knowing, like, what happens, typed combos and all that junk. And I was still having a bit of a tough time. Like, I keep trying to use my flying ride Pokemon, the Braviary, and I just keep forgetting I don't have it. So I keep jumping off cliffs. Luckily, I keep surviving because I only just unlocked Crimson Mirelands, because I only started this yesterday. But yeah, I was about to say, why are all three of these things just in unison? But also, okay, I remember posting something in the community chat thing about wanting to do all the Pokemon games on this channel. I honestly may start, but the thing is, I don't know whether I'm going to be doing it like recording it through live streams and then editing it down, or if I'm going to just straight up record it and edit it. Because like I've kind of gotten more used to making somewhat longer videos with that things you may not have noticed in the trailer, or things I noticed in the trailer video. Because like honestly, that video was kind of fun to make too. Granted, it took me like 2 hours, but like I know, seriously, for a 5-minute video, it took me like an hour and a half. Maybe even 2. I think it was either an hour or 2 hours just to make that video. Granted, most of that time was me compiling up the clips and like trying to actually make my audio sound good, because I need to get a new mic eventually. Dang, no shinies. Honestly, since no one's really even watching this thing, I might honestly just end this stream after like 30. Well, no, I might go for another half hour. I don't know. It's just no, I thought that was a shiny. But honestly, it's just one. I'm honestly just running out of ideas for YouTube videos. Like, I have ideas, it's just they're so big long term. By the time I would finish these videos, people would like think I abandoned my channel or something. Granted, I could work on like multiple videos at once. Like work on this grand convoluted video in the background while just giving y'all like, oh hey, here's how you build a bubble elevator in Minecraft. Like, well, I could do that. But it's just, honestly, I'm just kind of tired of not getting views on these things. Like, my videos get decent views. It's just, I wish my live streamers got more attention. Granted, unless you already make it big, you're probably not gonna get much attention when it comes to live streams. But hell, it's better on here than Twitch, I can tell you that. Like, seriously, on Twitch, you may only have to get like 50 followers, but the problem with that is, literally, you have to have some form of online presence already. Because on Twitch, you are basically never going to get discovered. They filter everything by views and popularity, and seeing as you'd be a brand new streamer, you'd be at the very bottom with 0 to 1 views. Almost nobody looks down there. And to the few that do are probably just tired of watching the big time streamers. Cause like, it was just brutal, and I kind of gave up on Twitch, and I came to YouTube and had more success. Well, and also success is kind of relative. Like, I may have 600 subscribers and like a buttload of views, but Like, it's good knowledge, just sometimes I stare at stuff and it's like, oh, the watch time on this video. I get terrible watch time. My videos may have views, but I get terrible watch times. And honestly, I think I know why, because my videos usually are just, I actually get to the point. And I make quicker videos with the actual point at the focusing point. So because I get to the point so quickly and then explain, like I will do what the video says it's gonna do and then explain, and then after I like give them the blank information of, oh, like here's how you find a Firestone and Legends Arceus, I'll show them the location, and then I'd probably like show them the odds or whatever, and then they're like, okay, well here's how to find it. Okay, let me go do this for an hour. But relatively, I'm just kind of out of ideas. Or at the very least, the ideas I want to do are just so complex to do and so time consuming, I just don't have the time to do them right now. Like, sure, I have a full week off work, so I could start something now. It's just, it would be steady content for a week if I tried, and then after that, it would just completely flop time-wise. Like, it would be like another week or two before I could do it. Alright. Like, this is something I genuinely want to do eventually. Granted, the only way to do one of them is like not my preferred method. Why is that Bellossom just floating? So is that one. I guess they didn't really animate their legs or anything. Granted, they don't really have legs to animate. I think that's the point. But I do eventually want to do the entire... I want to play the entire series on YouTube, like the entire Pokemon series. Like whether that be main series, I should say. Like Fire Red and Leaf, like for Gen 1, instead of going through actual Gen 1 mechanics, go do it on Fire Red and Leaf Green because the graphics are better. And there's like chance for shinies, stuff like that, even though shinies are like immensely rare. And like I want to do that for like Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Cause like I have played every generation except for Generation 5. It's just because of how long ago that was and how younger I was, I had no sense of what I was doing. Like I'm pretty sure on my Kalos team, I had my Greninja, Charizard Y, a Pidgeot, I think, another. I probably used like 2 other Pokemon. I can't even remember. That's how long ago it was. Like I just had no sense of team building and stuff like that. But now that I do, I want to be able to do that. Oh, hold on, guys. let's get this over. Honestly, yeah, I'm just ending this crap after the 30 minutes is up, because no one's entertained, and honestly, I'm kind of bored. Much is left on anyway, 10 minutes. I hate how laggy this game is. Oh, come on. Oop, nope, oop, oop, oop. No, I don't think. No, that group is green, not shiny. Alright. Hello, Icy. Good rest after you end your stream. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm just kind of. I guess the best way to put it is just. I'm kind of just burnt out of this whole YouTube thing as of right now, because it's like. I have barely any time to do it. And when I do have time to do it, like say when I'm streaming, barely anyone shows up. But granted, 3:30 is kind of middle of the day, but also at the same time, I don't know when school gets out for most of my audience. Cause I'm 90% sure most of my audience is like aged 15 to 18. That's at least what YouTube Studio says. So assuming that most of these people are in school, that's probably why nobody shows up. Hello, G. Is that one? That one's abnormally larger. That must have a large mark on it or something. But seeing as if I don't get a shiny on this thing, I'm probably just going to reset the game because I saved. It wouldn't matter if I caught it or not. Why are these things just hiding in the grass? Also, okay, that's one thing. I'm just really excited for Legends EA, but oh, come on! The hitboxes on these things are stupid. Sorry, I didn't notice you. I was trying to text somebody back that texted me. But I'm just excited for Legends EA because Scarlet and Violet has just been the main Pokemon game, even though not many people like it. For let's see, 2022, 2023 was when the DLC came out. Last year we got straight up no information on Legends EA, which I'm still shocked about that. How did the Pokemon Company go an entire year, all of 2024, with no information about Legends EA, like, at all? Like, that, I'm still mind-boggled by that. Like, oh my god, these things are so annoying. But, like, on top of that, it's just, and what we did get was more or less just very small tidbits, which I mean, hey, it's just showing us how the game's gonna work, like with the wild zones. I'm honestly scared for Legends EA when it comes to shiny hunting, though, because like the small enclosed areas. Granted, the 2 areas we were shown were a small area. Why are these things so much bigger and so much? Oh, they must have marks, the small mark and whatever. But if there's I'm just more or less wanting to know how the game's gonna be like, because I don't understand why they made it the game only Lumio City. Like, I don't want to say they could have easily made a Kalos remake, but in my opinion, that probably would have been a better idea for the concept they were going for. Granted, the smaller map of Lumio City probably will be better, I guess. But my main issue is just you're kind of cutting off the rest of Kalos, which it's not just Lumio City. So, like, when people think of Kalos, they probably think of like a few specific Pokemon in Lumio City, but that's not all Kalos is. Granted, I will say they kind of kicked Kalos to the side when Gen 6 came out, cause like they gave us Mega Evolution, sure, but I honestly, looking back on the game, like I was doing research, cause there was a video I wanted to make called what if I played through Pokemon X and Y, but with only Mega Evolutions? But then doing research for the video to see what Megas were in X and Y and what Megas were in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because they did not transfer either. Like, say you got a Mega Sceptile. If you try to bring that thing into X and Y, I do not think it will work at all. Granted, I could probably test that if I want to. I may test that later, I don't know. But how much is left on here? 2 minutes. When it comes to that, it's just X and Y as a whole is just kind of shafted, really. Especially, I'm pretty sure when X and Y came out, they were trying to focus on like mobile gaming or something at Nintendo for some reason. Like, I'm still not sure what they were trying to do. Mario Run, it's still in the App Store, but I guarantee very few people play it. Mario Kart Tour is pretty popular, but that came out like, God, maybe like 3 years ago? I'm not entirely sure. But I remember when there was like a huge gambling problem with that game. Like, I played it for like 10 minutes and quit because of how much the gambling pipes were. Like, it was genuinely annoying. And that's one of the bad things. Everyone said, oh, they fixed it, you should play the game again. And I'm just like, no, I had a bad experience with it one time, so I'm not even going to give it a chance. Since, honestly, because the game was so hyper-focused on microtransactions at first, especially seeing as it was Nintendo doing that. Like, I get Nintendo as a company, but still, it's kind of shady and creepy. Dang, where is this Bellossom? Also, another thing, have anybody noticed how, like, this game is extremely laggy? But, like, someone explain to me how this game is both extremely laggy and has somewhat subpar textures. Like, I get it, it's on the Switch, but the Switch is not that bad of a console. Granted, oh no, wait, let me take that back. It's somewhat held back power-wise, but let me just say this. If I were to take out this cartridge right now and play Mortal Kombat 11 on it, like, for Christmas one year, I was like, ooh, because Mortal Kombat 11 was still, like, the relatively new Mortal Kombat game. And I was like, ooh, I really want Mortal Kombat 11. And my sister went out and got me it on the Nintendo Switch. Granted, I probably should have specified I wanted it on my Xbox, but that's kind of on me. But she got it for my Switch, and oh my god, the game it runs horribly on Nintendo Switch. Like, I genuinely feel so bad. I honestly want to sell it and give her money back, because like, I played it for like 10 minutes, saw how bad it was running, and just never played it again. Like, it looks horrible. Is the outbreak over? It's about to be in 20 seconds. But, yeah, I'm probably just gonna end it here. Yeah, we got no shiny. It's been probably 20 seconds by now. 3, 2, 1, and no shiny. Stuff's still, nope, Orcore is popping back up now. I wonder what shiny Comfey looks like, because I could probably isolate hunt that thing here with the fairy type. God, like, look, the game just gets insane. It's absurdly laggy for some reason, and I don't know why. Anyway, that's all for this stream. I'm just gonna end it here. Peace out.